Hi guys. So I have not been doing a lot of videos on the book because I had the book in paper, but I want to read to you guys the computer um and for you guys to see it as well. While I'm reading it. Let me just get the flash drive. Um, here. Um, okay, so I got my thing here. And I am reading a book, so I will be reading that to you guys too. I just want to tell you guys that this book that I typed and I was so happy of finishing it, and I was very excited to share with you guys my book. Um, I have the camera on, but it's not a good quality, and that's why I don't have it on. Where's the book? Where's the book? I'm just like, where's the book? I'm looking for it. Okay. Let me just- So I'm just gonna read to you guys the book. The reading value. Um, this is not in a great trying to zoom in, but it's not zooming in properly. Anyway, so it's not zooming in properly. This is a book. It has a lot. Sorry. So the prologue, it's so small and I can't see anything. It's very small, but I'm gonna read it for you guys. How to define a view, wide, narrow, wide. Uh, view, vision. Um, okay, this is better. Layout, column of people layout. Okay, so basically this is how it is. I'm going to read to you guys, and it's so long. So let's get started. I hope you guys are not seeing my face and you guys see in the book. Okay, so it says this is going to be this book is going to be about the things I want to share my experience dealing with bullying through my middle school years and my high school years. In those times in my generation, there was no censor that had to I said to deal with, but to deal. I'm just gonna. But anyways, I'm gonna have to fix it a little bit. To deal. Wait. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, to deal with bullies and how people manage to not go through committing suicide. People in my generation never thought of bullying. In other words, bullying never exists. But there was a lot of people being teased, while some, not a lot. So what I'm trying to say is that there were people that were being bullied, but they didn't know how to solve it. So it was just like, oh, I'm being bullied. Okay, we have a counselor, but basically it just didn't work, and it just got worse, and just like there was no way of fixing it just by saying that. Some people did got bullied, some people did not got bullied because I think basically they were like popular, and like maybe they were like more like, you know, like those people that, oh, don't mess with me, like I know what I'm doing, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that like um what I'm trying to say is that people that were in school, a lot of people did not want us to talk about like they're being teased or they're being called names. Like they just let it happen because they didn't know what to do, and it just never occurred to come up and say this is wrong. I'm doing this, and or this is wrong. Somebody, I mean, the person that is doing this for me, this is wrong. I mean, I don't know why they're doing this to me. Um, so anyways, continuing the story. Anyways, this book will help those who are dealing with bullying in school around the world. And I hope that those people who deal with bullying will not commit suicide and will make their fear go away. Because I know what it feels like when you're being teased by your peers or people that you don't know of, but you see them in school. So when you see people in a hallway and you don't barely know them, they basically know your friends, or maybe they know someone that knows you, and they might, like say, oh, like look at Natasha, like do you know her? Like she's she's a snitch. She's a snitch on everything. So certain stuff like that. Or they just get mad at you because you're like smarter than they are, and then when you ask, and like I used to be that type of student. I used to be in front of the class and say, "Oh, Mister, I don't know." um, like my teacher, my English teacher, he would say, "Oh, Miss Bacon, do you have homeworks for us?" And everybody used to look at me like, what the fuck? Like, why you asking her? Like, like that kind of look. Like, why am I asking her for homework? They really hated it that I always did that. And then I used to snitch on them and tell them, oh, when I was in middle school, I used to snitch and say, oh, this person doesn't like me. Or I just say, oh, this person don't see me in a way that I mean just hates me, And I never like I never I had students that hated me, but I never, I, I never tried to defend myself in middle school. I was very quiet. I never social, so it was hard for me to say no. Like, no, you're not gonna treat me like this. I'm gonna defend myself. It was not something that I could express, and it was kind of hard for me to social with people, and that's the reason why I was being teased by everybody for no type of reasons, and basically, I just want to help those people, like to make sure it's fine to be quiet, but you have to talk. If you don't talk, it's gonna get worse. To be honest. It is hard, but I just I just leave it to I just leave it alone because I always don't like to cause problems, so that's why I used to swallow things on my own, and I never thought of like committing suicide or stuff like that. I'm just checking my phone, it was ringing. But anyways, I just used to swallow things on my own. I just want to make sure that you guys are looking. Yeah. So I just swallow things on my own, and I never like express myself to them because I was so scared of like what will happen, if I were to say something, and things will come up a different way. So basically, that's what I used to feel like. Or if I tell my parents, or if I tell someone, and then if I talk it, it just gonna get worse and worse, and nothing happens. I had a counselor, and I used to go, and it just didn't work. It just started. It just got worse and worse and worse. Um, yeah. Anyways, so continuing the book. So okay, what was I? Will make their fear go away because I know what feels. It feels like when you're being teased by your peers or people that you don't know of, but you see them in school. I also been doing some research on bullying. Some people make apps or other websites that have to deal with bullying in school. One thing I noticed, they're doing it for money. And I don't want to be like, I'm not saying that that's the wrong thing. I understand that's what other students are doing, but I'm the type of person, I don't want to do no um how you call it, no that um any how do you know how to say it, when they want to do a donation, or I don't know. But when those people that do charity, that stuff like that, I'm not. I don't really want to do that because I feel bully is just bully, and talking to school and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Teachers don't know. Teachers basically will never know what we go through every day in school. Now they are taking it seriously, and they want people to pay consequences when bully never exists in my generation, and it's still going on. Nothing is happening. I've seen kids in the news already that are being committed suicide because they can't handle it no more. They don't see themselves as a human being, and that they could stand up for themselves. They don't see themselves like that. So now that somebody commits suicide, they're all talking about, oh, don't commit suicide. You guys have to talk about something. You guys talk to us. But the thing is, the Board of Education is not doing anything. The centers that are given to them are not doing anything, are not helping anything. Bullies do suffer too. Okay, it's not only like always gonna face the bullies or stuff like that. Bullies do have feelings too. So it's not like because you don't have feelings for them, they also have feelings too because they cry for what they do. They might done the same thing as for them. Like they feel like, oh, okay, I don't care. I teach this person. So what? I don't give a fuck. Like those certain stuff like that. And people normally they say, oh no, because I have problems, I take pills and stuff like that. But no, like it doesn't really matter. What matters that you did what you did wrong, and it's wrong to do that mistake. You have to learn for what you did to that person. It could hurt. I want them to see in their foot, like, what if I was in their place? And then their friends turn around and they don't want them back. The reason why things happen like that, and then they come, and then they come and take it too far, the bullies, that they end up um killing one another, or fighting each other for no reason, and it makes no sense to be fighting over things and killing each other because it's it's gonna affect you particularly as a bully. and you could cause to be in jail. Um, yeah. So, anyway, continuing the book. Anyway, so let's see, where was I? Yes, doing the research. So also I've been doing research on bullying, and some people don't mind on the background, guys. It's just my parents that they like to fight a lot. I'm sorry, this is a couple things. Anyway, so it says also I've been doing some research on bullying, and some people are making apps and other websites that have to deal with bullying, that have to deal with bullying in school. I put with, but I'll fix that. And my idea, and I say yeah, there's certain things I have to fix too. My idea is um to do is I had to fix all of this. So basically, what I'm trying to say here, it's like a center where all children, all ages, I mean, all types of ages, um, can come to the center and talk. They talk about anything, like what they're going through in school. Not like a counselor. It's not like it's not like a counselor. It's more like a center that I'll be making where you guys could feel free and talk about anything. And basically, it's just gonna be a group where we all gonna be together and we're gonna fight for what's wrong and what the school is doing wrong. And I feel like it would be a great idea to do that. And I'm gonna create that. I want teenagers or middle school kids to join me. Um, and I could make the website where we could unite together against bully, and we could make our own community where we help others, against bully, and they could go to the website and talk about it, just like Callie, um in the Fosters of ABC. She did a website where people just talk about what they're going through. So basically, I want to do that where all these kids could talk about everything, and I could do like a video there and talk to them about bullying. Like, hey, this is what will change. This is what is better for us, and I want to do that. I'm just not. I don't want to do a big community where I have to pay. I'm getting paid for what I do. No, I want to do it because I want to help people, and that's what I want to do. Continuing, so this basically that's what it's saying. I have to fix it a little bit. So it says, I have a counselor since now I do. And it does help for some people, but for others, it doesn't work because things still happen, so it's no use. Things that you want and you get advice on, there's certain things that you don't like, you know, um, get or get a solve. So it just continues. But this book will okay. So I'm just saying here that those students who deal with bullying or students who want to know about my story, feel free to read the book. But it's just saying that if I do publish it, you guys can read the book and so on and so on. Another thing, these characters are the people that I know, and those people might read this book. But nothing is gonna stop me about how they react or how I put them out there. Because what hurts me inside will never go away. And I learned not to trust those people that never was there for me and acted like a friend. So this will be included in this book. I really hope it will help you. And also, if you want to relate this book against anything, feel free to do so. I to do that. I put to do that, but to do so. I love it when people are inspired. I put inspired of my work and what I do. In the end of this book, it will become even juicier and dramatic. But things will make you readers understand things that happened to me. And after I'm done with this book, I will be publishing online, and I tried to do that, but it didn't work. Other sites, so stay tuned for that. And also, I will make my own community where people will be able to see me in person and see the real me and get to know me as well. I would love to meet new people and learn their background. And that's really who I am. Also, I know that things are hard around the world. It is not easy to face an enemy that has begun with you for so long. I know things are sometimes easy when you have someone there for you. And also, from my experience, there's some friends that are there for you, and some that don't give a shit about you and just play with your feelings and your heart. And those people that are going through a tough through it it is tough to face the reality in the world we live in now. But things will be better and will become better. The only way things could become better is you believe in yourself and not on others, because other people can say how they are better than you and how they want and how they know what is best for you. I'm going to say something to readers. If you think following other people's sides that are not your friends, well, think again. And what I'm trying to say is, like, if you guys think that it's best for you to follow what other people say, like your peers and your friends, think again. Like, really think about it. Like, it's not something mean to say. I mean, I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, just think about it. Ask yourself, are these truly my friends? Are they going to be there for me no matter what? What will happen if I get into a fight? Will they defend me? These questions, these these questions are questions I asked myself when I was in middle school to high school. And I learned in the most important people in your life are your parents. They're the ones that can be there for you no matter what, and also they are the ones that can defend you for anything you go through in life. And bullying does not happen in high school or middle school only. Bullying is everywhere, like in daycare, work, and colleges. But people like that, you don't look for a fight. The only thing you have to do is stand up and talk even though people won't hear you or listen. But I feel is you take action for for your words. No one will mess with you, and show them that you can be better than them. And they can try to harm you, but they can't, because you're more powerful you think. I hope you readers that read this learn, learn something about my story. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So this chapter, this is basically high school. So and basically it's a little bit of middle school. So this is where it begins. It all started when I was about to graduate from middle school. Even though I was always transferring from different middle schools, and I was the type of student that loved to go to school. Don't ask me why, LOLs, but I felt like I was going to school to get to know other students, of course. Making friends in school was kind of difficult, but I tried to make friends even though some students didn't like me. The reason why most of the students didn't like me was because I was smart than them. And I never said anything because I love to observe what's was was what not was what is around me. And stay and still now I am quiet till now. What around what is around me, that's what I meant to say. Um and I do not okay. So basically what I meant to say, I observe my surroundings and I was a quiet student when it comes to school and I focus on my classes and I didn't talk to anyone. And I tried to make friends even though some students didn't like me. Became friends. Oh, it took off. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It always takes off and I'm just like reading, and automatically takes off. Like I could even see it. I don't understand why it's doing this. Anyway, so this is the chapter one I'm reading. So where am I? Oh, about my friend Princess. So it says she was a great friend, but then we were enemies, and then we became friends. Me and her always talked about other important things in life, and I asked her, "Hey, girl, you ready for high school?" And she said, "Of course." I heard it's very different from middle school. And I said, "Yeah, I know. I just hope I get to have friends at least, but I have a feeling it will be easy." And then she said, I never noticed that we became friends so fast. I was, I was, I was not, I was expecting this. So basically she was not expecting us being friends. And then I stayed shut, I stayed quiet, not shut, I stayed quiet. I did not say a word because I didn't want anything stupid or corny. Like I didn't want to say anything, retarded. Kind of way. So I finally, so I finally, so finally, not I finally, so finally, I got home and I called my best friend Kevin. Kevin was my middle school friend, my best friend. Kevin was my best friend that always been there for me no matter what until I graduated. I gave him my yearbook so he can remember me. So I called him and I said to him, Hey Kevin, do you like my dress? And he said, Yeah, of course, girl. You were so beautiful in that dress. And I said, Thank you. I really hope high school will be fun. He said, Yeah, I hope so too. And then I was so sleepy from the graduation that I told him I was going to call him tomorrow. I said, Hey Kevin, I'm so sleepy. Can we talk tomorrow? Can we talk about it about about this tomorrow? And he said, Yeah, sure, good night, girl. And then I said, Good night, Kevin. Then years go by and September was here. I called Kelvin by but the cell phone was turned off. So I left him a message because I had a long time I haven't talked to him. So I was ready for my first day of high school and I got my backpack ready to go. My parents were the first were with me first time. It was crazy. There was a lot of students walking back and forth up and down the stairs. I was so confused. My guidance counselor was telling my parents that I will be safe and that she has a student going to the same class I'm going. So then I met so then I met her and I told her my name and she told me, Don't worry, this is my first time too. And I asked her, So have you met any friends? And she told me, Well, not really, but at least I met you because some students are kind of mean. When she said that, I was laughing, thinking that they can't be that mean. We got in the class, it was full of students. I didn't know, so it was time to focus. The day of the English went well. It was not that bad, so I got to meet my classmates and never liked lunch. So I started to schedule instead of lunch, I get to have speech. So I had speech my first day. It was cool, I loved it. I learned some words here and there, but I was too focused on my homework, on my other class. That sometimes I forget to go to speech because sometimes she was not there. Um, or sometimes she was there, the teacher, and sometimes she was not there. So I did not have no choice but go to lunch, even if it was on. But the next day will be better. Okay, so chapter 2, the struggle of high school. The next day, I was ready to learn new things. So I so I ready go downstairs to go to school, to go to high school. while waiting for my father to take me to school, which is okay because I never like going alone. So I told my father to come with me so I could learn how to get to my high school. So when I got there, I couldn't go to the front door in my school, so I had to go to the back of my school to get my classes, to get to my classes. Then I took my ID, and there was was a big there was a lot of students, I guess from other classes, because in my high school there is 4 stairs, and in each stairs is a different school, but it's a one huge high school with different schools inside. So that's why when I got upstairs to take classes, it used to be like I'm in a different floor, but in the same class as others. It's confusing, so I'm not going to get into it so you readers don't get confused. Anyway, um, where was I? Oh yeah, so I went I was in my first period class, which was history, and it was not far from where I was. But yeah, anyways, I went in and I said hello to my classmates. Our teacher, our teacher told us that we should introduce each other to get to know one another. Then my history teacher also said that we're going to have to take a picture of our ID because it was our first time in our high school was given to us as a receipt in our name and ID number. Even though but even though it was like, I don't know what I tried to say there. Anyways, but I just went with it. Even though I was like, oh, why should I do this? Like, why should I have an ID at the school? But I did it anyway. The days went by, and it came for me to go to art class. When I went to art class, I introduced myself to my art teacher, and It was there was weird students every time there is a freshman. Sometimes they tend to be friendly at first. But anyway, so I met this girl in my class, and she seems like friendly, a great friend. She asked me to sit with her, that what I did. She asked me to sit with her, so what I did, I went and I sat with her. She asked me, "What's your name?" And I asked her, "My name is Luciana," and but people call me Lucy. And then she said, "How old are you?" And then I said, "I am 14 years older than you." And she said, "I'm 14 years old as well. Hey, what's your schedule? What your schedule is?" And then I told her my schedule, and she told me that she had lunch for period just like me. I was so thrilled. I finally had a friend, had one friend that is not weird like the rest. Because I used to go to the art class and used to have guys, particularly guys, they used to come, oh, what am I doing? They used to come and they used to, like treat me in a certain way. I never liked it, and it used to like tease me or like they used to not touch me whatever. I won't say that they were like curvers, but they used to touch me. They used to like whisper in my ear, tell me that they like me or stuff like that. So basically that's what I was going through. I did not like it. I didn't like the feeling, but I just ignored it because I felt like they were not gonna do anything more than that. So, okay, continuing. Um, ooh, I'm sleepy. So I was like, I guess her friends. Okay, let me see. Oh, I was so thrilled that I finally had one friend that is not weird like the rest. During our class, she told me that she wants, she wanted me, she wanted to introduce me to her friends. I was okay. I was like, okay, I guess her friends will not be bad at all, at all, at all. I'm sorry. And also, she told me that she will, she told me that she will be there. She will be there. She will be, she will, should be their class. Oh, she will show me where their classes. So I waved hello, and I guess which was funny. So our class was done, and me and the girl, which I called a friend, was walking through the hallway, and she showed me her friends. I waved hello, and they looked at me like, okay. This I felt a little bit embarrassed when they looked at me like if I was retarded or something. So last period came, took out my ID, and went with the girl inside. I met the I met the girl I met in our class into the lunchroom. She went up to her friends and said, "Hey guys, this is my new friend Lucy. Lucy, these are my friends." And I said hello with a smile on my face. Then I sat down with the group and eat lunch with them. And so we chat about our classes and other things. There was only one guy in our group, which was odd, and I felt weird about it but I let it go. So I and the guy became friends, like really close. I felt like he was my brother. But anyway, the girls in our group were curious about us, and we always be sitting together. Um, I have to say, he. Okay, I have to say he was very protected from me. He never let me sit anywhere else but next to him. Then days went by and I met them all in the lunchroom, and the girls told me that I should date him. And I was like in my head, I just got into a breakup with my ex-boyfriend. Why are they making me date him? Anyway, so I told told them that it was nice of them to find me a guy, but I was not interested on on him like that. So then some of the girls had gym with me, and we were in the locker room, and one of them said you should write a romantic letter to him. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. Doesn't he have a girlfriend? They're like, no, he doesn't have a girlfriend, but I still do not believe them anyways. I went ahead and did the letter with the help of the girl I met in art, and she seemed happy that I was writing a letter to him. So during that part, I was not happy about it. ¿Qué, mami? Concha, le estoy haciendo algo, me estás... Yo no puedo hacer nada aquí. The fuck? I can't do anything in this house. Like, they're up in my grill. They're up in my freaking... I'm not even gonna say the word. Parents are parents. Sometimes they're so annoying that you're just doing a video and they just like all up in your grill. Like, get away. Come, like, fuck, man. So annoying. Anyways, so let me see. So okay, so what happened is that they wanted me to write. This is what happened first. I met him in the lunchroom. We started being friends. He used to eat with me in lunchroom. He used to be behind me in the line when we used to get our lunches. Um, he used to like pull me closer to him and stuff like that. I didn't feel any affection. I didn't feel like any stuff like that. I just felt like he was just my friend, my buddy. Anyway, so I used to eat together and stuff like that, and I did feel a little bit uncomfortable. Anyway, so we used to play together. We used to play around together and stuff like that. And then the girls in the group started thinking that I liked him or something, and then they started saying to tell me. I mean, started telling me because they used to have a parent teacher conference. So I saw them in the school, and they used to tell me, "Oh, you should go out with him. He's a nice guy." Why you guys want me to go out with him? I mean, he's just a friend, and I don't see him as a boyfriend, so I only see him as a friend, as a brother. And they were like, no, he doesn't have a girlfriend, we're telling the truth, he doesn't have anyone. You should believe us, you should give it a try. He's a really great guy. He'll buy you anything and stuff like that. So yeah, okay. Anyway, so I go. This is what it is. This is what I say. So they're like, no, he doesn't have a girlfriend. This is what they're saying. But I still did not believe them. Anyways, I went ahead and did a letter with the help of the girl I met in art. And she seemed happy that I was writing a letter to him. So I saw him in the hallway and I was speaking to him about this letter I wrote him. And his friends were playing a game and that they forced me to date him. So I was gonna tell him like what was going on because maybe he didn't know anything. But anyway, until this day he still has that letter. I just don't know why. Anyway, so it says, but what really happened was I tried to talk to him about the girls were like all over us and I couldn't talk to him. So I said, see you in lunch. That was so embarrassing. And it was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassed. Uh, I, no, I said I was embarrassed. I was so embarrassed that nothing, nothing stopped me from focusing on my schoolwork. So the drama that was happening, I didn't let it affect me, to do what I have to do. So yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I went to class and I had a feeling in my mind that he will say something to me like, let's be friends instead. Like seriously, why will the girls make me date him if I find out he has a girlfriend? And then they lied to me about it. Just made me thinking. Maybe one of them was dating him, and it hit me like ask another friend that don't know the group. So the friend that was from another class, I had a friend from another class, but I don't remember her name. Well, anyway, she told me that the guy I told her, I told her about the guy that I met in the lunchroom. She told me that he does have a girlfriend. So basically, that's what I'm saying here. Uh, so it says she told me that the guy I told her about has a girlfriend in high school, and told me that she was in my group and that she knew each other since they were middle school. So they knew each other. Yeah, they knew each other since middle school. And I knew it because the girls in the first place should have been honest with me and told me the truth. But instead they told me another story. But those things I found out about him, I just kept it to myself and I did not tell the girls about it. Let's see what happened the next day. So, so this is freshman freshman year. So I went a little bit ahead and I talk about my first day. This is the first freshman year dropped out. So finally the day is done. So I waited for my father to pick me up. Please don't ask me why, because other students in my school always were asking me the same thing. The reason why my father picked me up is because he wanted to protect me to not get into any danger while walking alone to go home. And my father's my hero and will will always be my hero. Anyways, my father and I walked home and he always asked me how was your day in school? And I said to him, it was fine, I have a lot of homework to do, but everything's okay. I never told my parents what I was going through in high school because I want to solve my problems on my own. So that my parents can be proud of me. So I got my clothes fresh and ready for the next day of school. I woke up and I prayed to God, tears running down in my face, praying that things go well and that I won't go into any trouble in school and that everything will be calm and safe. But every day I went to school, it was like I was going to hell because like my classmates were begging me saying I never do to others and that I always end up apologizing to a classmate, that I never did anything wrong to a classmate. Teachers never understood what I was going through. I was getting to the point that if it was going to start all over again, I was going to drop out of high school and not come back. Well, it came to the point that my cousin was making fun of me. And I told the teacher that the student was teasing me and that I cannot take it anymore. So I went ahead and I told my parents what was going on because they stayed home and and they just and decided to stay home and not come back even though my high school principal was worried that I was not in school and and something was wrong for a student to stay home the whole semester. So I stayed home for months. I felt empty and alone because I didn't have no one to talk to about problems in school. And I didn't know if I was being bullied or threatened by students in high school. And it was difficult for me to go to high school and see the student I had faced every day. It was not easy. So one day the principal of my school called my house number and asked my parents why I'm not going to school. And then they end up in the front of the building to see if anything was okay in my personal life. Like, I was thinking, why they care if when I was in school, they never listened to, they never listened to anything I told them. Everything, everything left like I was played or teased on. And the teachers in my high school did not care about the students. They just wanted us to graduate and get rid of the old students, which is not fair. I feel like it was the teachers that were in my high school that were working for so many years. I feel like the teachers were in my that were in my high school were working for so many years, and I feel like they were tired of working. That's why the principal that was in my high school, that was in my high school retired. Thank God she did. I was so happy. The reason why I was so happy because she was a horrible principal, and she and I never friends. Even though I was a freshman at that time, the principal gave me a secret, gave my secret to the whole school. But anyway, this is nothing to do with what I'm going through in high school. So it was almost the third semester in high school, and I went back with my parents. And all the teachers saw me and told me that they miss me and they do not want me to do it again. If I went, if I wanted to talk to someone about my problems in high school, they had a man called Bill, and he was a great person to me. And I was shy in freshman year, so yes, I did drop out in freshman year. Don't do what I did, cause about the end of freshman year, I had to do summer job plus take summer school, which I hate a lot, like for real. But anyway, so I needed to complete my credits. So thank God I completed my credits and I went for vacation when I finished my summer job. Now I was ready for sophomore year to begin, and maybe I won't have any problem. Okay, so this is sophomore year. Sophomore year is kind of, not that long, kind of. Okay, so this is freshman year. I'm reading the whole thing, guys. It's like, and you guys gonna be like, Lucy, this is a lot. This is almost done, guys. Almost done. There's one, there's two, two, and three. This is almost done. This is what the third chapter, right? This is the fourth chapter. It's almost done, guys. Okay. All right. Let me go. Hey, hey, hey. Can you take me to? Hmm, nothing here. I haven't seen that yet. Okay. Sophomore year. So I went through freshman year, now sophomore year, where I met new students to transfer in my high school and get to know their background and things that they like about my high school. Anyway, sophomore year was a little bit different and more awesome because I love learning new things in high school. Like I was smart, like I said, I was smart student even though I was in special ed. I try, I try always blend in with others, even though I was called special, meaning like I'm stupid and I needed help from teacher, other teachers, which was nothing to me. I had a friend that transferred to another school and which I miss a lot. A lot of guys, not, A lot of guys like me and always was trying to make me grab their attention, but I never give them that attention. I go to school to study and to do something for my life. So, in school, work was important. Then the people around me that I knew. So students did, so some students did find me funny. Some found me weird. So sometimes I had friends that had away from me, like for for me not to even talk to them. So they will say, hey, when they were in a group of friends, they wouldn't, they won't introduce me to their friends because they think, um, they didn't want to know that they were scared, that they didn't want to know that they were scared about what their friends think about me. And then that's when I started noticing that other students were teasing me and calling me names and things that I'm not. Whenever it came to my parents, they never understand why people tease me and make fun of me. So I tried to explain to them what was going on, and they think that I was the problem. They say that was the reason why other students fight me and hated me. It was all because I was smart and that I was had good grades. That others told me that I was never gonna pass the region because you're special ed. I never listened to those people like my friends because they thought that they were better than me in everything. But they were wrong about thinking of me like that. Even though I was a sophomore, I tried to avoid conversations with students in school and focus on myself and not on others. When each semester ended, I never paid attention to those things, but I always had my homework. I al- uh, uh, I hand in all my homework, all my hand in my homework to all my teachers, and what what and needs to be done. By the end of the semester, by the end of the semester, always had and 85 or 90 in my classes. So I used to, like whenever every semester ended, they used to do a teachers parent teachers conference, and I used to have the report card, and I used to have a 80, a 90, or 100. So it says, I love my school, but not the students. The teachers were the people I talked to, and they always looked for me to observe classes. And we had to give an options for the teachers and things that we think that are important in a classroom, and what the teacher was, and what the teacher was. It was I love the thing is when I used to like maybe have a problem in class, one of the teachers used to take me to their um group of other teachers that they observe a classroom with the teacher, and they observe the students and what the teacher does and what the teacher gives them. Some students just stare at us, I mean at me and the rest about what we do and stuff like that. So we used to say, oh, the teacher observed the students. They they give them good disciplines, and they give, I like the way that she pointed out each word and or or each phrase. Try to break it down for them so they could understand the material. So basically, there were certain stuff like that. Anyway, so some students were looking at me and trying to give me attention, but I never gave them attention. I felt like a teacher, more like a teacher. I I felt more like a teacher than a student. That's what I meant to say. I felt, even though I was a student in high school, I felt like more like a teacher because I observed everything. Well, yeah, it was just one time with my history teacher. Anyway, so I always love to help teachers and to make sure I'm doing the right thing. And I also took after school tutoring to help others to do my homework or to do my homework. Help others or to do my homework. I tried to join a book club, but I never knew what to write next. What what to write next thing I knew that it was not for me, and I quit and I just focused on my classes. Had there and there was there were guys that wanted me to be their girlfriend. I never wanted it that. Sophomore year was okay, but no one came to me with no problems. I finished my semester in no time. I didn't have I didn't have my friends with me. Well, some, and it was because their schedule was different than mine. I was fine with that though, because I really did not had too much people teasing me and um well junior year. I don't know. Sophomore it was kinda like a mix. So some people used to tease me, some people used to tease me more and then sophomore when sophomore came it's just like, there was not a lot but it was just like little things. Anyway, so I was fine even though that though because I really had not much people teasing me and made new friends, which was fun because I was cutting with her. Um, and she was cute. I always hang out with her. Always hang out with her. She was my best friend, and we met in the lunchroom. In the lunch, and we started talking. Well, she had a boyfriend in school. She used to tell me a lot of things to her boyfriend and stuff. I told her I used to like girls when I was little, and then that's when she came up to me and told me that she liked me more than a friend. I was shocked. I was like, I never knew that she felt that way with me, and I felt special. In high school, girls used to go to the bathroom and stay inside there for like the whole period. Doing what? I don't know. She told me that girls do things in the bathroom, which was interesting. Very interesting. My high school had hiding space that other students went and do whatever they want to do, which is wrong, but I never said anything because I did not want to be called a snitch. Junior year was the same thing, so there is no difference. And things were coming to my last year, I could, which I couldn't wait. So before I start talking about the end of this chapter, I just wanted to say that those friends of mine that read my book don't take it the wrong way. I, I, I am just stating the facts. I've been holding this my entire life, and it hurts me a lot. I will never forget what they did to me. Anyways, how should I start? Well, it all started when I had less periods, and on the end of the day, to have extra credits on them, I took waist training. We was a group of freshmen, and I was the only senior there. But it was okay. I always, I was always there every day, and I got to know the classmates and made friends with them. They were cool, and I had fun. I felt like senior year is going to be fun, and they were planning a trip for all the seniors, and I had to go. But then the last minute, I couldn't go because I didn't have the money. So there was a new student that transferred to my class, and she came to my class almost the last minute. So then I was ready for prom, almost 2 days left, and I took my yearbook pictures, and I had my ticket and needed a prom date, which was my sister was going to take me. So when I went up to her to say hi, she gave me an attitude, and I was like, okay, like why she's giving me an attitude. So I let it go, and I just stayed with my other classmates in the class. So one day I go to school and I see her with one of her friends outside of my math classroom. And so I go over, so I overheard her saying to her friend that she hated me so much. I did not decide to turn back and front her, but I did not because I did not want any problems, so I let it go. Things were starting to grow, and whenever I asked my friend what was going on with her, and that I heard her say that she hates me without even knowing me. So then, so then I told them if there was anything I should know, you guys should have to tell me because I will find out anyway. It does not matter, but I will find out. So they told me that they never told me anything, and their answer was like, "Oh, I don't know," and stuff. And I told them that I didn't want any problems, and I just want to graduate and not deal with any drama. Okay, so the book is almost done. I just want to show you guys. The book is almost done. Let me put my because after I'm gonna do a video, a gaming video for you guys. In my other channel. Okay, so it says okay, so they always were hanging out with her, and I never knew why though. So one day I go to the class and I went to sit next to my friend. She was sitting behind me and she yelled at me and she said, "Why are you sitting there? Get away and move." So I defended myself and I told her I'm not going to move. So I told her if she had a problem, what is it then? Oh, I was like ready to get beef on her because that's when I noticed something was wrong and something fishy was going on with her and my friend. So one day I went by and it was one more day left for the prom. I go to my weight training class and we go to the gym. I see her with her group of friends and talking to them, I guess, about me. Anyway, so I go to my friends and I tell them again what is going on with her and why she's mad at me because there is no reason why. for her to be mad. So they started telling me that she hates me, which I knew that, and she couldn't stand me because I talk about her and make fun of her. If I had made fun of her, I would have apologized and not do it again. But I never talked about her ever. So it got to the point, still in the gym with the classmate, and she wanted to come at me to fight, but her friends, which were there, told her to not hit me. Anyway, so I went to the gym. So I told my gym teacher I had to drink some water. And so I told my friend if she wants to come with me. And she did came with me, not come, came with me to drink some water. So when I was walking with her, I tell her that what's wrong with her and why she's acting like that way, that way with me. And my friend said, I don't know, she wants to fight you and talk about your family and stuff. So I see her in front of the gym in the hall. I go up to her and tell her what's her problem, and she came, the girl, jump on me, and her friends which were my friends, started yelling at her, saying to her to stop hitting me. So I went and pushed her to the wall, and my gym shirt was on the floor, and I was in bra. So I picked up my bra and I put it on. I felt so embarrassed because I really saw everything, and no one defended me. So I put my glasses on, and one of the classmates told me I was bleeding in my face. I couldn't believe it, so I touched my face and I saw the blood going down my shirt. So I wanted to kill her. Was, I really didn't care if I was gonna go to jail. Anyways, I called my mom, started crying because I couldn't believe anyone. I could not believe someone just made me bleed like this. And my friend did not do anything for me. My friend. So I stayed home for a month. I was so depressed thinking about what what happened to me. Even though I told the police everything, and they told me that they will have will have talked to her. And if she does not go to court, she will go to jail. I was so happy when I saw the letter of the police station. So my friend hit me up on Facebook telling me why I did that to the girl and that she was her friend. So then I told her it's none of your problems. It's between me and her and it's none of your business. Days went by. I go to my high school and my friend saw me and on my lunchroom period I stayed with a lady that I love that I love to spend with and I told her what happened. So then so then the dean came in the room and told me that I have to meet with the enemy. So I told him it's fine. I won't fight her. I won't fight with her. So I go in and she's sitting in a chair with an attitude. Anyway, so I tell my story. She tells her own story, which did not make any sense. But anyway, so Dean asked her why she came and hit me instead. She could have gone to the dean office and report the problem, which is the rule in my school. So she said that she hit me because I was talking shit about her. But then he asked her again the same question. She started crying and said, I'm going to confess. The reason why she said that she hit me in the face was because my friend that I knew. Okay, so it said, the reason why she said that she hit me in the face was because my friends that I knew from the beginning of high school started a rumor that that they told her that I was talking shit about her. I was shocked when I heard her say that. It broke my heart in little pieces. And when the meeting was done, I saw the students going to their classes. And I saw some of my friends, but I did not talk to them or say hello. Leaving my high school was my main goal, and I made it. So basically, here in this is the end of this chapter here. It's just saying, facing bullied and stuff like that, and um, basically here I'm saying that I'll publish the book and how my generation was, and it was for you guys, and basically, yeah, basically it's the end of the book. Yeah, so it's jealousy and stuff like that. Um, yes, Dave. Okay, so yeah, the basically the book was the book that I showed you guys. It was it was crazy. I didn't okay, so yeah, um with me, sorry. So the book I read you guys was basically my experience on bullying, and even though I went through a lot in high school against bullying and putting the girl in jail made me realize that she also had was sad that I did that, and it was wrong, but nothing stopped. Um, I just I don't like to go back there, and this is high school. Um, Even though I saw one of my teachers, but I don't know if I really want to go there because I been bullied, and it's just gonna take me back to the things that I went through. And I know I was not the only one going through it. There was people that were new and they used to tease them because either they were short or have problems or stuff like that. And it was all about jealousy. It was all because that guy that I met in my lunchroom. And to this day, I still talk to him, but I don't trust him. The reason why I don't is because he still talks to those people that I know, and those people were the ones who bullied me. Those were the people that were hiding things from me. Those were the people that didn't even give a shit about me and didn't give a shit about their life. But I do not, I don't get involved on anyone or anything like that. Right now, I do stand up for myself. And because I was bullied, I feel like it's never gonna stop. There's gonna be people that I'm gonna be working with, they're gonna bully me. There's gonna be people in my campus that are gonna be mean to me or stuff like that. So it's not something new. It's basically still gonna continue until everybody dies. I guess I don't know when, but bully, cyberbully, or the bully, whatever they're calling it. It's all bullying. There's no cyberbully. It's all bullying. It's all bullying. From online to website to exposing, it's bullying. It's bullying. And I think to God that I didn't commit suicide to this day. I would have because it's just like it was. I was so tired of just continuing the same thing, and I just thought of a movie on Netflix. If you guys want to watch, it's A Girl Like Her. It's about basically a girl that went to bully, and she in the video you could see in the camera. She has the little chip, a little camera. She drinks these pills and she kills herself. Um, so she ends up in a hospital, and everybody starts talking about her and saying that she's been bullied, but they don't know what from who and why she did that. And then they find finally the bully person was the one who used to teach her in the class, and they had videos from her in her chip that you know they noticed that it was her. And then at the last minute they showed her the videos of the things she did to her, and you could just see her crying and like crying of the things that she did to that person. And she's like, I'm so sorry. Now I can say sorry because she's dead. And she started crying. She felt really bad about it. And she was talking. She was saying, I know you're not alive, but I just want to say that I'm sorry. And I'm bullied. So bullies don't know what they're doing until they face the reality, and that's when they just like notice, oh, I shouldn't done that. I should be a different person. But then things are too late because once you think, oh, I shouldn't have done that, it's too late. You're facing the consequences that you did, um, and then it's what it is. But I will never hurt no one. I will never like try to kill someone because I'll face consequences too, even though I wasn't a bully, but I will have faced consequences. But because I let her hit me, I didn't know how to defend myself physically. And to this day, I'm 23 years old. Still, if I see her in the street or she does something to me or somebody that I love, I could report her and she will end up in jail. Literally in jail for like maybe a year or more because it's a serious law. So, um, maybe she did went to jail. Maybe she didn't tell the truth, or I don't know what happened. But I just took her to jail, and she went to court, I guess, and against me, and the case is closed now. I don't need to open it because there's nothing else to it. Um, so the case is closed, and there's nothing at all. I am proud of who I am and what I become. Somebody invited me to play some video games. So I really hope that you guys really enjoyed my book. There are certain things that I have to change on my book, which I will change immediately when I have a chance, because I'll start working. And I will be reading some books for you guys. Some of comments. Anyways, so I hope I hope you guys really enjoyed the video and enjoyed my book. I am going to be reading a book called The Secret Life of Bees, and it's a really great book, and I will be reading it for you guys too as well, maybe tonight. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and well actually this live stream and give it a thumbs up. Bye guys.